Hello, hello, hello. Cindy Strong here. Hey, you guys. It's Tuesday. Tech Tip Tuesday. And hold on a second. I wanted to just go ahead and, since I am live, stream into my groups here. So I have to share where I'm at. Let's see if I'm live. Am I live? Oh, come on. I gotta be, right? Come on. There we go. All right. So let me get the share going here to the group. All right. And there we go. And then we'll do one more. Let's go to Fempreneurs too here. And post. Boy, I hope I hit the right button. that would be bad. All right. So anyway, here I am. You guys, I love talking about AI and my chat. And so today I did something really fun. I decided that I was just going to do something a little bit different because, creating content it's kind of a big deal. Now, we have to stop the scroll on social media. Let's face it. I mean, there is so much noise out there, I'm telling you. So you got to be kind of inventive and think about inventive. I don't even know that's a word, but think about things in a different way. Think about things that are going to be entertaining, and short form video is the way to go. For sure. I was watching something last night that this guy said that he does 5 TikToks a day. Whoa, I don't know if I have enough time to do 5 TikToks a day. I mean, I'm lucky to do, 1 video a day. So I'm just saying that's a lot of work. Anyway. So, but I do like to create content and I do like to work with my ChatGPT. So I went in and I was thinking, what would be interesting is kind of looking at other areas where you can take the content that's interesting to people and recreate it in your own brand voice. Why not? So I went into chat and I did this. I said, let's do a little experiment. Turn any content into your own voice with AI. All right. So that's what we come up with. So find a post or an article or an ideal that resonates with you. Resonates with you. And rewrite it in your voice, make it sound casual, engaging, and like me. Okay. My chat knows me pretty well. And then if needed, tweak it to add your personality and experience. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to go find something. I am. So I went over to, let me share my screen because it's a lot more entertaining if you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. Share screen. And here we go. All righty. Okay. So I went over to Google and I said, how to become a social media manager? Why not? So to become a social media manager, develop a strong online presence, blah, 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 education skills. And I'm thinking, well, this is kind of boring. I don't know if I even read all of this. So I copied all of it, went back over to my chat and I said, can you rewrite this as if I am writing in my own experience and expertise with my casual and engaging voice, as well as a bit of humor with style, and make it to the point, not too long, so people will read it until the end, perhaps in a story style, to become a social media manager, develop a strong online presence, build a portfolio, showcasing your skills, gain experience through internships, freelance work, and relevant skills like data analysis and communication. So anyway, that's what it came up with. But look at this. I love it. So you want to be a social media manager? Here's the real deal. Once upon a time, I had no clue what I was doing, which is so true. I mean, no clue. I can barely turn on a computer. I mean, if you think about it, I was a hairdresser for nearly 40 years behind the chair. And, although I did do some stuff on the computer. I really didn't know my way around a computer and had no idea. I really had no idea what I was doing. But I had the idea that I knew that I could learn it. That was the idea that I had. However, the older I get, the harder things are to learn. But I've learned the way I learn. And the way I learn is to keep going. Also, you need to quit when you're ahead and not get too frustrated. So that's the other thing. But anyway, I all of a sudden realized that you could actually make money with this. I thought, okay. So here I am running my own social media marketing business. I'm helping other people grow while sipping coffee in my PJs. You know what? It is so true. I do. I sip coffee in my PJs. So anyway, here's how to make it happen. Step 1, get the good and the right stuff. Now, isn't that way more engaging than that whole list that I saw on Google? Yeah. Write posts that don't sound like a robot wrote them. Yeah. So we struggle with that sometimes, even with my chat, because I'll come back in and I'll be like, yeah, this sounds a little too AI to me. So can we redo this a little bit? And it does a great job because it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's right. She's human, not AI. So anyway, read analytics so you're not just guessing what works. That is true. I always go back in and look at the posts. You can do that on your socials, kind of go back in and look and see who's read it. Who's engaging, how many people it reached out to. And Facebook it changes all the time, like every day. Like some days the engagement is great. Other days it is terrible. So anyway, you got to go with that. Manage multiple platforms without losing your mind. There's that. So I have Social Connector, which is built on a Go High Level platform, which is amazing because Go High Level is like an all-in-one platform. We can do so much in there. I'm telling you, right now I'm building out my own little store. It's just like a website, fancy website with lots of different things that I'm even going to be able to add blogs and stuff in there. I can't wait till it's all done. It's a lot of work, but it's kind of a labor of love at this point. Handle customers without wanting to throw your phone. Well, sometimes I want to throw my phone. I don't know. So step 2, get experience, AKA just start already. That is so true. You really have to jump in and start. Sometimes people will ask you to do stuff in the beginning that you don't really have a ton of experience doing, but you know what? Just do it. Just jump in and do it. Because if you don't, you're not going to know what you do like or you don't like, because there's certain things that when I started, I didn't think I was going to like at all. And then there was other things that I thought, oh yeah, I can do that really easily, that I don't like now. So you never know what you're going to like and not like. Volunteer. I did that a few times too, just like help people out. I still do, I still do a lot of helping people out. Offer freelance services, even for cheap, to build your portfolio. That's really important because you want to put things behind you. But look at this. I mean, this is such great content. You could make all different kinds of things out of this. Just think about this. Like, you could make a reel out of this. You could say 3 things that you can do to get experience. There you go. Make yourself easy to find. If you're going to sell social media services, your own social should not be a ghost town. That's true. There's another piece of content. You could write a ton of stuff about that. Network like a pro. I'll tell you what, joining groups, being in communities with people that, run businesses on social media, because that's what I like to do, is help people run their businesses. I need to be in groups with people that are running their businesses on social media. So I did that. I joined some groups and communities, and I love it because it's kind of like being with family all week long. You have, this Zoom, and, you're with this family, and then this Zoom with this other family. It's really fun. So, and then keep learning. That is so important. You have to keep learning. Social media changes daily. Thanks, Zuckerberg. Oh, so true. It does. It changes daily. stay ahead and keep up with trends, testing new strategies. This is just such great stuff. And that's it, your no fluff guide. So I could make a whole guide out of this. I could do so much with this content just by having chat rewrite it in my own voice. It made me way more confident about putting this out. And it's a whole different set of, and instead of just like selling something or whatever, it's a whole different way of looking at a topic, any topic on Google. I mean, I didn't even go to like an influencer or whatever. You could do that too. Like, say, for instance, you like a post that somebody has. You could have your AI rewrite it in your own voice. Sometimes, if it's a little too close to what they wrote, you really do need to give them credit. You got to be careful with that. But this kind of stuff, it just rewrote that whole, I mean, that whole article. It doesn't even sound like the article anymore. It sounds more like me, how I would present something. So that's just one way that you can, use AI to help you. It makes me excited. It really does. And the other thing that I have done here, I'm going to come back to you guys here and stop sharing. Anyway, the other thing that I have done is I have created this course. It's called the Social Success Formula Blueprint. And it has these chat prompts in there that help you create a whole persona for yourself, for maybe a client, for maybe another brand that you're working on. You can do so much with it. And I literally walk you through the steps of just not just that, but how to organize everything. But the one thing that I do have that's really fun is a free guide to the ultimate chat prompts. And here, let me give you guys that. It is great because all you do is you answer a few questions, plop that into ChatGPT, and voila, you have chat sounding just like you. It's pretty awesome. So go ahead and get that. That's my little free guide. Anyway, that was just another fun thing with AI that I thought you guys could use. So let me know. Let me know in the comments if you try this out, or grab that, put that prompt into your chat, and see what you can come up with. Why not? It's pretty easy and it's fun. All right, you guys. Till next time, I will see you later. Bye.